Hi guys, a while ago I was asked what I do for a basic setup for recording a video and how to make your own videos. So essentially I just wanted to run through the very basics of what I use. So I use that, and this here is the JVC Everio camera, which was kindly donated to the cause by Matteo from Italy, who's been very quiet on the forum recently because he's got a lot of things going on in real life. But I purchased this, which is actually a very, very cheap microphone stand, and it comes with a couple of clamps, which I haven't used. I actually bought a camera clamp, which again wasn't very expensive, less than a £5. I would say the two of them cost probably less than 15 quid together. I think the arm, the microphone boom was probably, I don't know, about 8-9 quid maybe. Amazon is where I normally say it might take a little bit longer for things to get here, but you know, for me it works, gives us a setup. But I actually started off on this, and that's why I have this one out. The old one actually broke, but I bought another one simply because sometimes it's just really handy for doing shots and things closer up. This part obviously screws off, but it's part of the reason why I've left it on, because I'm actually recording this with my phone, and what I wanted to show is that you can do a lot of very basic videos using your phone. I mean, I'm just gonna hopefully zoom in. So it's not brilliant quality maybe, but it does what you want it to do for a basic vid. Just bear with me whilst it fills itself around. I also take stills with the Coolpix L310, and this one's a Nikon, I believe. Yeah, there you go. Just because the quality of the stills are then really cool. You can record video on that, and I have done once or twice, but not for any of the RP videos yet. Most of it is all done with the little camcorder. But like I say, you can find these in your whichever flavour of pound shop you've got, Poundland, Poundworld, whatever. Most of them have them now. It's sort of an ubiquitous thing that they have in there. And like I say, the advantage to it is that it comes with a camera mount. It's basically a selfie stick, cheap selfie stick camera mount. The top bit just slides up and down. Let's see if I can do this with one finger. If you can see that, raising up and down. So you just put your phone in there, and it sort of holds it still for you, which is great. Because ideally you want both hands free for doing any vids. Now, this is probably a good setup for doing review vids, for figures, or maybe some little bits of terrain building and stuff. If you're going to do a larger, sort of maybe pan it back, and you're going to be in it yourself, it may not be the best quality, but it will still give you a good sort of place to start. And you see my fingers keep getting in the way. So yeah, I mean, the other thing I have is a little daylight LED. I think it's actually a magnifying glass in there as well, just to give a bit of extra light onto things like your miniature comparison shots. Again, not overly essential. A normal lamp will probably do enough to give you a good, decent light source. That one was actually from Maplin on offer for about 25 quid. So again, I haven't spent huge amounts of money at a time to get these things, and it's been over a few years of steadily just investing a little bit in bits and pieces. Obviously the daylight bulb comes in handy for painting as well, which is really why I got it. So then you go on to the shared. Go onto your laptop. What I've got, which helps all of these things, is, I'm hoping you see all this. I'm still shooting on my phone. What you need is Microsoft Movie Maker. If I can find it. Movie Maker. There you go. Movie Maker. You see that? It's actually a free program, but it's really, really easy to use. I could do a little tutorial vid on it, but I'll just wait for it to load up so you can see roughly how it looks. It might actually ask me if I want to open my last I don't want to open my last project. Right, so it's really easy to start. You just go to add videos, and then it should come up with like a list of, have a look. I want to go into my videos, documents, videos, there you go. So, should have in here somewhere, random Platypus stuff. Oh, not in this bit. It could be, oh, Platyvids there. Right, so then you just like select the vid that you want to edit, and it just opens it up into it. So if I go into this one, all of a sudden it loads it up. So it'll take ages to load all this up. And then it loads up, and you see these little segments. You can cut, you can silence and put, you know, if you wanted to record your voice over the top, you can. You can put music over the top. You can add other segments like pictures and stuff to, you know, interside with it. And it's got these little animations as well, which allow you to see. There you go. It gives you a little clue of what the animations are like that. So they're quite cool. But that is basically all you need. Some method of recording, and I would suggest at the very least this little thing. If you do have a camera, the other advantage of this, if you do have a camera, this spins off, and that aperture fits most cameras. So I've used it with this, and I've used it with the camcorder as well. And obviously it's ideal because it is tiny and it folds up really small. The other thing to show you, when I don't throw it on the floor, and get under my desk, which is always a good place to put it, is that the legs do extend as well. So you can make it a little bit bigger. Not that you really need to. But yeah, that's how I would start. I would have a nice little area where you can record, like a dining table, a bit of light, steady mount for your camera, whether it's to start off like that. Oh, here we go. It's loaded. It's loaded a little bit up. It's very, very slowly. Right, I'll shut that down now because I don't need to use it. So, yeah, that's how I'd basically go about it. It doesn't have to be expensive. Start off with your phone. You know, over time save some money up. Maybe buy a cheap camcorder, or perhaps maybe even something like one of the GoPro kind of cameras might help. Otherwise, if you've got a modern Coolpix or something, that also takes video. It's just purely that I have the camcorder that I use that, and I use it for stills. But yeah, that's how I'd get about starting how you do videos. Cheers guys, bye bye now.